So South Park has been in and out of court doing like all these lawsuits things, and everybody's fighting over South Park. This is exactly the reason why I don't like streaming services. I don't pay for streaming services. If buying isn't owning, piracy isn't stealing. South Park pulled from streaming. Where can you watch now? I can tell you where you can watch now. It involves a pirate ship, a big boat, and sailing the seven seas, the high seas of the internet.
Well, it looks like it has begun. All 26 seasons pulled from Paramount Plus for the majority of users on the platform. This is why physical media, I always talk about physical media and why.
I don't even really care that much about physical media. I just want DRM-free downloads. That's what I want. I really don't care about physical media because physical media degrades, it gets lost, it gets broken. We move on from the tech. I want a website or an app that allows me to buy the copies of the stuff and have it DRM free forever, like GOG. I want GOG for movies and I want GOG for music, and I will actually pay for music again. Somebody needs to set up these services. And if they exist out there, let me know, because I really want to know. I've been doing so much research for years on where I can buy movies and just have the files so I can put them on my media server. But no, they want you to watch it on the streaming services so you can pay $20 a month. Listen, I will pay more than $20 a month. I will pay full price for all of my media. I will. I'll pay $20 for movies again. We used to pay $20 for movies at Walmart. I used to spend hundreds of dollars a month on movies at some points. I just fucking hate. I just hate streaming services, man. It's ruining everything. Eventually, I think it's gonna get so enshittified that we're gonna have to do the DRM-free movies and music and video games because nobody's gonna want the shitty services.
It's so important. But also, I don't even know if they're putting out, like, did South Park come out on like season 25, 24, 26? Did it even come out on DVD? This is what I have been preaching about for years.
DVD. When's the last time something came out on DVD? Do people buy DVDs anymore? I thought it was all Blu-ray, which I don't like Blu-ray either. Because sometimes the Blu-ray discs are like older, so they don't have the technology to be able to play on the new Blu-ray players, and sometimes the old Blu-ray players won't play the new Blu-rays, and it's just garbage. It's a garbage system. Like, you gotta update the stuff, you gotta update the Blu-rays, you have to update your Blu-ray discs. It's fucking stupid.
When they took physical media away from us, whether you're a video game player, you know what I'm talking about there, or you're a movie lover, TV viewer, once they got rid of physical media, not only could they take it away whenever they wanted, but they could edit it whenever they wanted. And right about now is always a great time to remind people about having a VPN. So let's do that. This video sponsor private internet access. Shout out to this video sponsor private internet access. Website and the perhaps content from library options. Basically happens to me on a convenient and unlimited.
That's just this kind of stuff is just perpetuating the physical media being dead and DRM free being dead, because it's just making the streaming software even bigger. No thanks. That's not what I use VPNs for. I think you know what I use VPNs for. To sail the seven seas.
That your internet is never sent. So let's get in the article. South Park pulled another setback for South Park fans. The hit animated comedy has been taken off Paramount Plus everywhere in the world except the US so far. The US is expected to drop any day now, as the platform's license to stream it has expired.
I think Matt and Trey need to get full ownership of South Park and then just release it on their own service, maybe. Like, have their own South Park app, have their own South Park website where you can just buy and download the South Park movies and episodes and seasons, That'd be fucking awesome. I'd do that. I would. 100%.
The Paramount Global streamers' negotiations for the rights to the series continue, sources say. The removal is surprising, as South Park's domestic streaming deal also recently expired, but the series has remained on HBO Max in the US, while negotiations on a new pact are ongoing. So I think Paramount Plus pulled this as a negotiation tactic. Paramount Plus pulled this to try and put pressure on the South Park creators to get a deal done when both of them individually are billionaires, I'm pretty sure. So I'm not sure that this is going to work. The delay comes amid growing tension over South Park's lucrative streaming rights, as the series has been caught in the Skydance's pending acquisition of Comedy Central parent Paramount Global, which co-owns the joint venture behind South Park Digital Studios, with creators Trey Parker and Matt Stone, who run it. Parker and Stone, who recently threatened legal action against Paramount Global's potential new owner and president, alleging interference in the South Park streaming rights negotiations, made their feelings about the pending transaction known publicly last week when the premiere of the upcoming season 27 on Comedy Central was pushed from July 9th, which would have been last week, to July 23rd, which is 8-9 days from now. So that would be next week, Wednesday. The merger is an ish show, and it's effing up South Park, they wrote on X. As one of the crown jewels of Paramount's IP library, South Park has been...
You know who it's not messing up South Park for? The people who are getting it for free. That's who it's not messing it up for. Because it's still just going to be out there. Like, if it's going to be this messy to watch something, then we're just not going to pay for it. That's that, you know?
Expected to become available on Paramount Plus.
It sucks.
Once the show...
Because I like Matt Stone and Trey Parker, but it's a service issue.
$500 million exclusive streaming licensing deal with HBO Max expired in late June 2025, with Paramount Global CEO Chris McCarthy telling investors that in May, starting this July, South Park will be coming to Paramount Plus in the US. Now I'm going to tell you where you can currently watch it and what the fans
I can tell you where you can currently watch it.
Reaction is, so make sure you stay tuned here. It's shocking that currently the show's library is not on the company's platform in any territory outside of a handful of South Park specials made for Paramount Plus. According to the legal letter, an attorney for Parker and Stone Parker and Stone's Park County sent last month to Redbird Skydance, who is poised to become the Paramount Global president upon completion of the proposal acquisition. HBO Max and Netflix have engaged in conversations over South Park streaming rights, believed to be non-exclusive. The clock is now ticking to find a resolution. Well, if you look at this, South Park removed. I wanted to go here, this one. South Park's fans threatened to cancel their Paramount Plus subscriptions after show is pulled from streaming outside of the US.
I think they just need to. I think they just need to pull it. They need to stop paying for the streaming services, because it's just going to keep getting worse. Everything always gets worse. Yeah, something happens, and you're like, this is awesome, and then they fuck it up. Because somebody gets in, and they're like, oh, I can see how we can exploit this.
How does one go about setting Paramount on fire? The South Park fans are not happy. Now, this is just, this is American.
Yeah, I don't think there's enough people watching South Park on Paramount Plus for this to even affect them.
Citizens abroad, too. And I suspect, the United States will be next. South Park was pulled off Paramount Plus last week outside of the U.S., and fans are not happy. Actually, that might be an understatement. They are furious.
Yeah, I've been not happy for years, but not just with the South Park situation, just with the entire media entertainment landscape. I'm just tired of it, man. I've been out on it. I haven't bought any media for so long except for video games on Steam on sale. Like old video games. I don't even buy new games anymore. I bought Oblivion Remastered and I pretty much immediately refunded it because it just didn't work. And I've got a high quality PC over here. Like, it plays Baldur's Gate 3 no problem. It plays everything no problem. Cyberpunk max FPS that it can handle, that my monitor can handle. It plays at like 120 FPS, 140 FPS, because I got a 144 hertz monitor, so it doesn't really go past that.
Threatening to cancel their subscriptions to considering setting Paramount on fire, international fans have set of the iconic show are demanding an explanation. Per the Hollywood Reporter, the reason why South Park was removed from this
not hertz, gigahertz
streamer comes from an ongoing licensing dispute between the show's creators, Trey Parker and Matt Stone, and Paramount Global, This couldn't arrive
Is it
at a
gigahertz? Whatever.
worse time, as season 27 is set to premiere on July
144.
23rd on Comedy Central. Fans have been
Whatever
waiting
it
for
is.
2 years for new episodes, so they are now eager to find out how they're going to be able to even watch them outside of the United States. WTF,
I can tell you
100%
how.
canceling my subscription now. Noted user email 27 via THR. While Jay Winter echoed, the only reason I had Paramount Plus was to watch South Park. I just canceled. Some users, like Acceptable Bid, even jokingly, of course, called for burning down Paramount. While probably 420 Stone states they've basically just done this to themselves. Other global fans are already helping each other in order to find ways to watch the show from back episodes that are available for purchase on services like Apple TV and Amazon Prime, and some other not so legal options. Now,
Yeah, this is cool, kinda, that Apple TV and Amazon Prime allow you to actually buy the movies and shows and stuff, but they're not yours still. They're on their services and they can pull it at any time. Just look at Sony. They do that a lot. Even if they do it one time, that's a lot. That's too much. I think it might have just been once, but still, one time, way too many times. Because we should be able to keep our fucking media, man. We paid for it, we get to keep it.
let's say you're outside of the United States. Hypothetically, if you had a VPN, you could change your
I think my light's a little bit too bright. My face is just like white. I'm gonna turn it down. That didn't really help it. that didn't really help things. Let's try turning this one on. Oh. Yeah, that didn't really help. I like the red though. So if I pull my arm up, it goes to normal. It goes how I want it. But if I pull it down, what is this? What's going on here with this? You see this? Is it because it focuses on my face? I don't get it. This is where I want it to be. Yeah, that's where I want it to be, and it's not working. Maybe it's because of this giant monitor in front of my face that's super bright.
location to the United States and watch it. I'm not telling people to do that, but I know a lot of people use VPNs when this happens. Is there any hope to the end of the dispute? Well, we know as Parker and Stone have threatened legal action. We know that, but there's really no end in sight. So where can you actually watch this right now? Well, let's see. You know, like I said, there are other ways to watch the show, but most people don't have a friend with a Plex server, or most people don't know how to use a VPN on their TV. Here's the thing. As of right now,
I run a Jellyfin server. I don't need Plex.
at least for a little while, the long-running and beloved animated comedy South Park is no longer streaming on Paramount Plus in global markets. The last part is key. As pointed out by the Hollywood Reporter, the licensing deal for South Park to stream on Paramount Plus in markets outside the U.S. has lapsed. But if you're in the U.S., you can still very much stream all 26 existing seasons of South Park pretty easily. While they also did censor a handful of episodes, I'm pretty sure they got rid of the Scientology one. They got rid of almost a dozen of them, if I remember right.
Yeah, see,
again,
that's another reason why I don't like these services, man. I just want to have all of it. I want all of it, even the problematic stuff. I don't like censorship, and the stuff that they censor is fucking stupid. Oh, you can't talk about Muhammad, you can't show Muhammad, but you can make fun of Jesus Christ all you want. Get out of here with that.
By like physical media. Technically, South Park's domestic stream also recently expired according to Deadline. So it's possible that the streaming state of South Park is in a temporary state of grace. So it could be removed in the US at any moment. You know, South Park, although it was originally set to premiere, the merger is a mess. Well, here's where you can still stream them. Well, where? Only in the US. That's it. You can stream South Park in the United States legally. Now, if you go and like, how long is that going to last, right? Because we don't know how long it's going to last in the United States, because right now they're in a grace period. So, you know, the latest news we have is that, you know, people are just basically mass canceling their Paramount Plus, at least internationally. And I would suspect that any day now they're going to remove the United States version. So I'm not sure where people are going to be able to watch South Park. Obviously, I'm sure
they think it's a problem, so they're just going to completely remove it. That's the thing. They only have it up because a lot of people watch it and it makes a lot of money. But if they're not making money on it, then why would they even try? And they can just pull it and they don't have to worry about it no more. I could see that happening.
Comment section below this video will fill up with a wide variety of options. Obviously, if you can stay where you are, you know, if you use a VPN, you say you're in the United States, I'm pretty sure that would work. I don't know. But this standoff is getting gross, you know. The merger is still waiting for approval from the FCC.
I think we're going to see stuff like this, not just from South Park. We're going to start seeing stuff like this from other shows that we like that are just, you know, historical shows that have been around forever. They're just going to be a problem, and you're not going to be able to watch it.
Which Paramount has gone to great lengths to appease, including settling a $20 billion lawsuit with President Trump over Kamala Harris, paying the president $16 million so that he would leave them alone. Lawmakers have accused Paramount of bribery over the settlement. Meanwhile, Skydance is continuing to flirt with the far-right outrage architects, including the New York Times, entering talks to acquire Barry Weiss's The Free Press. Despite all this, the merger is still pending. We hope that shareholders enjoy the deterioration of the thing they're supposedly buying, because it sounds like pretty bad for the rest of us. Yeah, I mean, this whole situation.
Yeah, it doesn't really affect me any. It actually is pulling me even further away from the streaming services that I already wasn't using. But, you know, something would come out every once in a while that make me pay for a streaming service for a month. I don't know, man. I don't know. We get things like this happening, and then we get TV shows like Avatar: The Last Airbender. Not this one. This is the good one. This is the only good one. We get stuff like the Halo TV series. You get Rings of Power. Like, man, I'm not paying for streaming services to watch those. Like, get out of here with that shit. I want actually good stuff, and the good stuff that we get, this happens.
Is very, very bad for South Park. You know, I think that they're probably going to change. You know, I know a lot of people are going to hit the high seas, but here in the United States, I would suspect that this could be removed as early as today or tomorrow, because they're still in this grace period. So the United States license has lapsed. This is, again, why I care so much about physical media, and why I don't care so much when people download stuff.
I don't even really care about physical media all that much. I just want DRM-free, and I want all of it
off the internet, because if you're paying for access to something, what's a saying that Notch said?
Here's how I feel on the DRM-free stuff. You can allow it to happen. You can allow people to buy the DRM-free files, and if for some reason everything shuts down and you can't provide those files anymore, you still have the DRM-free file. You still have the file. And if you lose it, you know, it's just like losing a physical copy. You got to go out and find a place to buy it again.
If buying a game doesn't mean you own it, then pirating a game isn't stealing. I'll just leave you with that.
Yep.
Hope you enjoyed this
100%.
video. We'll talk to you again real soon.
I did. Sweet. Yeah. Yeah, I know where this is going. I know where this is headed. The enshittification, the further enshittification of the internet and streaming services. It's just pulling me even further away from the streaming services. And I already wasn't about it. I'm like getting closer and closer to the point where it's just like, I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit anymore. Like, if you're going to put your show on streaming services and you're not just going to put it out yourself, DRM free, you know, if it falls apart, it falls apart. Go fuck yourself. Like, you should have known. You should have known this was how it was going to be. Sucks for the South Park guys, because they didn't really know, because they were one of the most popular shows, one of the most popular creators of shows of all time. So they obviously had to be early adopters, and they didn't know where it was going to be going. But when corporations are involved, it always goes to shit, because they're trying to cut corners and make as much money as possible. And they're fucking retarded, and they ruin everything, ended up losing even more money than they were gonna make. Every single time, man. Like, comment, and subscribe. Ring the bell for all notifications.